So we did a thing, and we took this all the way down to Indiana for my buddy's wedding. And my wife and I went with no kids, and it is got an S400 charger on it, injector, CP3, a bunch of other stuff done to it on the internally and stuff like that, full manual valve body trans. Now, initially went down there on the first trip, it was like, oh, we're gonna do fuel economy, and our math was like 15 miles a gallon. Well, that didn't seem right, because I still had a little over half tank, but the first time I didn't click it off full. The second time I did, so I added a few extra gallons. Probably did the math wrong. So we're gonna just run this thing empty, then click it off and do the math that way. But the trip total was just under, or just over 700 miles if you include like the in-between driving on the day of the wedding. We did 335 miles just interstate driving, or at least from one location to my house. So that's one way. Did that twice. I will say, if you're gonna drive with bucket race seats, make sure they have pads in them, because mine do not, because I didn't buy pads, and my butt hurts. I will tell you that much. We got to get the harness bar in here and get the 5-point harnesses in here hooked up as well, because the factory seatbelts, they do work, and they are hooked up, are not very comfortable to wear when you're in the seat. So that's something else that I highly recommend if you're gonna do these seats. Do the 5-point harness all on the same time. Don't do what I did and go for all the looks and all the things. So that's kind of what I got. Otherwise, the truck did really well. No leaks, no overheating issues. So I'm pretty excited. We're going to see about trying to take this all the way 17 hours to Blessed Fest. We're still in the air on whether or not we're going to do that. But that is 17 hours one way that we might take this truck, drive it there, put it on the dyno, see what she does, and bring her back. Still got some tuning things that I got to figure out, get some data log and do some more tuning stuff. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the way she performed. Luckily, we had new fast filters, so because I was a little overdue for doing new filters, so luckily we did that before the trip. I got new pads for the Wellwood brakes before we left for the trip, and tightened up everything in the front end. It was all good. No overheating issues, no hot EGT issues, no leaking fluids. Like it was solid. She did really good, and I'm really proud of her for the entire drive. So that's kind of what's going on. We are all done officially with said drive, though. I'm gonna get everything unloaded out of the bed, get her out of the cooler unloaded, get all the drinks out, and we are gonna close this thing down for the night. And we're gonna take the boys to daycare on it tomorrow. Stay tuned.